I am back. So, Bravowulf. I don't remember exactly because I'm terrible with remembering my life. 27th birthday, maybe 26, something like that. 27th, probably. My wife purchases me collector's edition of Lord of the Rings Online, and I started to play it. And the first character that I created was a champion. And then when you were in character creator, they had a little bit of text, and they said like I chose the Rohan lands as my origin. And it said that a lot of the names in Rohan end with Wolf, W-U-L-F. And I already had a custom to start my character names with Bravo. And for some reason I used Bravo Star at that time. I don't know why, I never considered myself to be a star, but there you go. Bravo Star was the fantasy name that I had. But that champion in Lord of the Rings Online was a super cool character. I actually got into a guild. The old gamers. That was actually an organization that had guilds in multiple games at the time, and we did the first big instance was the Rift in Lord of the Rings Online. It was 24-man raid. That's the only time that I actually did raids in online games, and my character, the champion, was tasked with the crucial task of interrupting some orc boss when he was about to do something. Champion had the clubber thingy, and he would interrupt him. If you don't do that, things, the whole party wipes. So I was really attached to that character. I loved it, and from that point on, whenever I played a game, I would name myself Bravowulf. And now, if you're wondering what's embarrassing about that, well, wolf part is fine. The Bravo part is the problem. I grew up in Yugoslavia, in the 80s, and in the late 80s, 90s, and then just after we became Croatia, Cartoon Network, as we opened the country to the world, Cartoon Network came into the country via satellite programs, and I discovered a cartoon named Johnny Bravo. And as you may know, Johnny Bravo is a cartoon about a guy who hits on all the girls and get none of them. And that was pretty much sort of my track record with girls at the time. Except I didn't hit on girls because I was a dumbass, like incorrigible romantic, and under the influence of all the books and movies where you're just being, like perfect gentleman, and you're being, funny, and you're being nice, and then they fall in love with you and everything's fine. In reality, as I've discovered some years later, girls or rather expect you to make a move. If you don't make a move, you're friend zoned. They're like, okay, he's not interested, well, I'll have him as a friend because he's a cool guy, and then I'll have somebody to complain about my lousy boyfriend, So I sort of said, I'm a big guy like Johnny Bravo. I can't get girls like Johnny Bravo. I'm not, an idiot like Johnny Bravo, but I might as well be. So I'm like his brother, and I always liked the name Michael, so short of Michael is Mike. So I declared myself to be Mike Bravo because I couldn't get a girlfriend ever until I met my lovely wife. I tried a different approach with her. On the first date, I told her I'm perfect. That's all it was, that's all it took. So now Bravo part of my name is a remnant of the past, of my past, where I was completely and utterly clueless about romantic relationships between human beings.
He's still clueless.
A little less. I have some experience. Ooh, okay, guys. That's the story. Was it worth 10,000 points? Shield beard, beard shield. Nice story. 2 bearded shields. Oh man, now you can use them for scoring stuff. Awesome idea, Ginyu. Sony gives me 4 bearded shields. Of course, Sony is awesome. He's my biggest fan. There we go. There we go. I was such a dumbass. I was such a dumbass, guys. What can I tell you? That's what happens when you grow up reading books. You get a skewed perception of the world.